So we talked about this yesterday when we were talking about lights and shadows, but I wanted to demonstrate what I was talking about. Now, one of the things you might remember is I said that the shadow is always going to be from in the opposite direction from the light source. Now, there is a window open, which is why you see somewhat of a shadow here. So from the shadow being here, you might be able to tell that there's a window that's off in this direction. But we're going to use something that's a little bit, can be seen more clearly. I have the flashlight inside of a phone. So just to demonstrate that the shadow is always on the opposite side from the light, you can see as I rotate this around how the shadow moves so that it is always not facing wherever I have the phone. So my light is above this container of sugar, so this shadow is below it. Now, if I could hold this up and hold the light under, you'd actually see it casting a shadow on the ceiling. I'm not going to do that, but take my word for it. But one of the things is when the light's overhead, then the shadow just ends up being perfectly under it. And in your science book, they'll talk about this happening around noon where the sun is high up in the sky. Just to show you can see that the phone is like directly above it right here. But as I start to move this, then you can see the shadow moving in the opposite direction from the phone. So whenever you get the assignments with lights and shadows, just remember the light and a shadow should be opposite from each other. So if you see that the light is above and to the left, then the shadow should be below and to the right. If it's directly overhead, the shadow is going to be directly underneath. And if the light source were directly in front of something, then the shadow is going to end up being directly behind it. I just wanted to illustrate that so that you could see how it works. And there's one other thing that I want you to see. In this other video, I've taken a chopstick and I've just stuck it in a potato here, but I've left it outside. Now this is actually recorded over the course of several hours, and during this time, the sun is moving through the sky. Now I've sped this up so that you can see the motion, but as the sun moves through the sky, it causes the shadow to move. And so here, over the course of several hours, when I speed this up, you can see that the shadow does actually start to move in a different direction as the day progresses.